Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about a really important topic: viruses on iPhones. Can you get a virus on your iPhone? How can you get it? What are the signs that your iPhone might have a virus, and what you can do if you have one of those signs? Well, just like the classic viruses that you get on your PC maybe are very rare on iPhones, but everything can happen. There are different ways and different types of basically infections that you can get on your device, but we're going to talk all about them, and I will show you guys how you can get them, the signs, and what to do if you think that one of those viruses or malware or whatever that is on your device. Now, before we get into all that, just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys that watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps out a lot. Now, first of all, let's just talk about something like this. Right here you can see like a pop-up that shows you that your iPhone is in danger and you have a virus, and you probably should scan your iPhone or install an app that will scan your iPhone. Well, you probably have seen this. Most likely every iPhone user has already seen this kinds of pop-ups on their devices. This is not real. You just ignore it. You won't ever get a pop-up on your iPhone letting you know that your iPhone has a virus. It is most likely trying to push you to install something on your device, or just to like redirect you to a website or stuff like that. So just ignore this, and if you ever see like an app or software that promises to scan your device for viruses and remove them, just ignore it. That's not a true thing. But how can you get a virus on your iPhone? Now, first of all, are jailbroken devices. Even though this is a thing of the past, if you have like even an older device that you have jailbroken, or you can jailbreak right now, and you might have still your data on it, you should be very careful. Now, for my experience using jailbroken devices, if you use like the official sources that you have, like right here under the sources, if you use the official sources, you're good to go. There shouldn't be a problem. But the problems begin when you try to add sources that will actually offer you paid packages for free. That's a problem, and that's when your iPhone might actually get infected, or you might get even spied on your iPhone. The next thing will be installing like malicious profiles on your device. Like, you know, when you install something, like usually it would be maybe like an icon package or something like that, you get a profile that you install on your device, and you will find it right here under VPN and device management. Right here will be the profile, and if you just install a profile that you don't know what it is, or you just get it like a link on an email or maybe an iMessage, don't do that. If it offers you to install a profile and you don't know what it is, don't install it. There is no chance of installing a profile without just entering the passcode first, so make sure you're 100% sure you know what it is before you install a profile on your device. The next one will be phishing. Now, phishing is when you get like a link on an email, SMS, or iMessage that will most likely redirect you to a website that might be able to exploit unpatched vulnerabilities on your iPhone. So when you just get like a random email or an iMessage on your device from an unknown number or an unknown contact, and there's a link for you to go to, don't open that link. If you're not sure what it is, never open links from your email or even your iMessage and then follow through with that link. Maybe go to a website and just maybe do any of these steps that they might require, like adding like information to your account or stuff like that. Never do that unless you're sure you know what it is and you know what you're doing. There can also be malicious attachments on iMessage that someone can send you. And the other way, the last way that we're going to talk about on this video, is unsecured public Wi-Fi networks. You should always be careful in which Wi-Fi network you're connecting your device to, because that can also be very dangerous. So what are some of the signs that might show you that your iPhone is actually infected, or you have something malicious on your iPhone? Now, first of all, will be probably heating up. Your iPhone just heats up without you even performing any heavy tasks on your iPhone. So if you're watching, let's say, something and you're like doing a few tasks or playing a game on your iPhone, it might get a bit hot, or if you're charging it and using it, but not for like just for any reason, it just gets like hot, you know that there is something wrong. Also, apps that you don't know. If you just go to your apps list and take a look at all of the apps, and you see an app that you know you haven't actually installed on your device, that's actually a really bad sign. And also, there might be unusual usage of battery. If you see your battery draining, then that is really a huge problem. So you need to head on to your settings, go to battery here, and then when you go here to the battery usage, you take a look at the apps that have been using your battery. Now, if you see here apps that you have been using a lot, then of course it's good to go. But if you see here like apps that have used a little battery, but the battery has actually drained, then there is a problem. Or it might show here the name of an app that you maybe don't even remember installing on your device, and that app might be actually doing something, having basically process going on in the background on your device. There will be also, of course, unexpected crashes of your apps. If you have been actually experiencing your apps just crashing randomly, that is also a big problem, and also a spike on data usage. Now, of course, these kind of like malicious things that are on your iPhone will need to have a connection, will need to communicate somewhere in some way, and they will use your data. So if you see your data actually draining really fast, that is also quite a big sign. And also, of course, pop-ups everywhere, especially on your browser. So if you go to your browser and you see all the time like different pop-ups showing on the screen, that is also a sign that your iPhone might have been infected. So what can you do? Well, first of all, the very simple thing, the first thing, if you see an app that is unfamiliar to you or you don't remember installing it on your device, I suggest that you go ahead and of course completely delete that app from your device. That is very simple. The other thing that I suggest you do, and I have actually posted a video a few days ago talking about this, is do a random reboot or turn off of your iPhone. Do that regularly, at least a couple times a week. Turn off your iPhone for a couple of minutes to 5 minutes and turn it back on. The reason you do this is that if there are any processes going on in the background on your iPhone, that actually will stop those processes. So that's really, really good for the security of your iPhone. Of course, if you see any profiles installed on your device that you don't remember installing, here under the general settings, under VPN and device management, make sure you immediately delete them from your device. And of course, always make sure that you do a regular clean of the cached files on your browser. Now, to do that for Safari is very simple. You can just do that from the settings app right here. So that we have the option to clear the history and website data. So you make sure you just clean everything regularly. And if you also use like a third-party app to browse, a third-party browser like Firefox or Chrome, whatever you might use, always make sure that you do a regular clean of all the data that has been stored by different websites on your device. And of course, once you think that your device might have been infected, the first thing I suggest you do is just go ahead and change all the really important passwords that you have on your device. Of course, all these like infections, all these attacks to devices are done with basically the target to just like go into people's different accounts. So make sure you always change your passwords. And of course, always make sure that you have the latest software update on your iPhone. Now, Apple is always patching like exploits and things like that that will prevent attacks from happening to your device. But there are actually a lot of people that just don't update their device. It's really surprising to me when I see how many people don't have the latest iOS update on their device. Most people actually don't. So don't be one of those people. Always make sure that you have your device up to date. So that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, smash that like button and of course subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.